iOS 14 and all of its new goodness was just announced recently, but we won't see it until the fall. So to hold you over until then, we wanted to update you on some great tips and tricks you can do with iOS and iPhone 11 right now. So let's get right to it. Hey, if any of these videos on this channel have helped you, please hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when we upload the latest content. In this case, because it's easier to show off, I'm using the iPhone 11 Pro Max to share these tips and tricks with you.
Now sometimes you want to make something that looks like little individual trees. You can just take a brush and turn it on the ends.
So, do you like to fall asleep to the smooth vocal stylings of Bob Ross describing a deciduous forest? Maybe you listen to LeVar Burton reading you a bedtime story like Matthew Cherry's Hair Love. Or maybe you're into heavy metal and your dark soul is uplifted by the classics like Rammstein's Du hast mich. Well, if it's Betty Bye time and you want to set a limit on all that love, your iPhone has a sleep timer you may not know about. Here's how you can use your clock to set a timer to turn off anything you're watching or listening to on your iPhone. Simply start the clock app on your iPhone, tap on Timer tab located at the bottom of the screen, choose the length of time. Tap on When Time Ends, scroll down and tap Stop Playing. Tap Set in the upper right-hand corner of the display, et voila. Are you one of those magic touchpad lovers? If so, do I have a tip for you? Turn your iPhone's keyboard into a magic touchpad with this simple trick. All you'll need to do is hold down the space bar and you'll see the character on the keycaps disappear. You're now in trackpad mode and can move the cursor around the screen in the appropriate app with reckless abandon. And here's another typing tip. Normally, when you want to hit those special characters, you'd have to tap that 1, 2, 3 key and you'd type, and that's that. What if you only wanted to throw in 1 or 2 special characters quickly and don't want to go back and forth between the different keyboards? All you have to do is simply tap and hold the 1, 2, 3 key and then drag and add that single character. Tap and hold 1, 2, 3, drag to the character that you want to use, pause briefly and the character is inserted. Only downside to this one is it uses only the commonly used numbers and symbols. It doesn't work with the extended range of symbols you get by hitting this key. One of the features I depend on most, being a content creator and reviewer of doodads and whatchamacallits, is text replacement. Yes, quite often when I'm working with companies, I'll be asked for my shipping address, and instead of typing that all out all of the time, I've set up a couple different keyboard shortcuts. One with my home address and one with my work address. Saves me quite a bit of time. I also have one for my contact info. Here's how you do that. Start the Settings app. Now tap on General. Next, tap Keyboard. Next, tap Text Replacement. Tap the plus on the top right corner in the Phrase field. Enter the word or phrase you want to create a shortcut for. Then in the shortcut field, enter the text you want to be replaced by that phrase. Once you've done that, tap on Save. This works in action by typing the shortcut first, then hitting the space bar. Once you hit that space bar, your replacement text will appear. And speaking of space, what about that backspace button in the calculator app? You mean the one that isn't there? Yes, I do. Up until now, you may have hated using the stock calculator app because you thought that every time you erroneously entered a character, you had to start over. Not the case. The iPhone calculator app has had a backspace button this entire time. It's just been hiding from you. Here's how it works. And it's so simple. It's actually quite funny that we didn't know it was there before. All you have to do is swipe to the left or the right at the top of the screen where the numbers are displayed. Your swipe will delete the number you tapped last. Now we come to the segment on productivity tips. GTD, my dude, getting things done. Let's go. Let's say you're setting up a calendar appointment and it's for 10 a.m. You want to set a reminder. It's a phone call you need to make, so you just want a 2-minute warning, but wait, Apple does things in 5-minute increments because, well, who doesn't do that? Am I right? Well, if you want to set your reminders in 1-minute increments, simply double tap the time in the calendar to change that to 1-minute increments instead of 5. Boom shakalaka. Are you about that home screen organization? Well, here's a faster way to do it. You already know that you can tap and hold and drag an icon to the edge of the screen to move it, but you can also just tap and hold, then use your other hand to swipe between screens to place that app icon anywhere you want. Want to move multiple apps at one time? You can do that as well. Just tap them to the one you're already holding down with your other hand, then move them all at once. And more about getting things done. I have about 80 open browser tabs on my phone. That isn't helping things run as fast as they can, and one way to manage that, if you're someone who keeps scores of random tabs open, is to jump into the Settings app, scroll down and tap Safari, then close tabs. Now you have the option to close your tabs after 1 day, week, month, or leave it on manual mode. Next up in productivity, use the document scanner in the Notes app. Want to scan a document quickly right from that Notes app? This is how you do it. Launch the Notes app. Now start a new note or open an existing one. Next, click the camera. It's located above your iPhone's keyboard in the center. Next, tap Scan Documents. Use the shutter button or one of your iPhone's volume buttons to take a picture of your document. If you need to, you can adjust the corners of the document by tapping and dragging them. Finally, tap Save. And that is a host of iPhone, iOS tips and tricks that are going to help you out. Do you have any tips or tricks which are your favorites on iOS or things specific to iPhone 11s, the Pro Max? Let me know in the comments below because sharing is caring. Hey, I'm Tshaka Armstrong. I don't take it lightly that you spent your time with us here at reviews.org. If there's anything I didn't touch on, let me know in the comments below. I'll get to it. This has been reviews.org. You have a great day. See you in the next video.